Hello everyone and welcome once again to Meet the Member, surprise, surprise. We're here this afternoon to meet a Mr.
Peter Wall.
Peter Wall.
Pete to you.
Yeah, Pete, just played with Pete today and we'll get on to handicaps in a little while, but very first time I've had a game with you, most enjoyable today.
Thank
we
you
had a
very
bit
much.
of a giggle out there. So, are you a local man?
I live locally. I live up in Loudwater, up by Wickham Heights Golf Club.
Okay.
Been there for about 10 years. I was in Beaconsfield before that, and I grew up in Watford
Okay.
as a child.
Yes. Yeah.
So been over here for about 20 years all told.
Okay, yeah, a local now then, basically.
Local, yeah.
Not what would it be? Not North London boy, is it? But what they class Watford as?
Well, I suppose, yeah, home counties.
Yeah, home counties. Yeah. And what do you do for a living?
I work for the police. I'm a
That's interesting.
detective inspector with Thames Valley Police. I work at Wickham.
Okay.
Been with them now just over 24 years.
Yes.
So I'm getting through.
Getting through this.
Yeah, and so that's what I do, and I enjoy it. Yeah, it's good.
Have you always been in this area, or have you in the police, or have you moved around?
Well, I've always worked in Thames Valley.
Yeah.
So it's a big area.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
and I've worked all over. So Oxford, Slough, Windsor and Maidenhead.
Yeah.
Now at Wickham.
Yeah, settled in down here. Good. And this is the good one. What is your playing handicap?
So my playing handicap. So WHS, I'm 15.3.
Yes.
So playing today 17.
Yep.
And I've gone up a little bit over the last sort of couple of comps. So I'm looking to try and get it down a bit.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have gone up for the last few comps. I think they all settle in. I don't think there's many people going the other way in the new system.
No.
Yeah, I don't think there is. And how long have you been a member here?
So I've just paid my second set of membership fees. So a couple of years, basically.
Oh, a couple of years.
Yeah.
So, and what would you say brought you here?
I know a couple of members here.
Yes.
Outside of the golf.
Yep.
So I knew I've played here in societies, police societies over the years. So I knew the course was a really good course. I've always enjoyed playing here. But I think when I came up here, just the friendliness of the people, made you feel welcome. Got introduced to a couple of people early on, and they sort of took me under their wing and made sure that I had a game. And so the people, I would say,
which is it's a good thing to sort of say to people thinking of joining somewhere. But it's easy to settle into the roll-ups and the groups, and there's people to play with,
Absolutely,
which is an important part when you're joining a club, I would imagine.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, excellent. Family.
So I've got a partner that I've been with for about 20 years now.
Yes.
I've got two children, 19-year-old son and a 15-year-old daughter.
Oh, okay.
So getting there.
School and university, or school and working?
Son's doing an apprenticeship.
Yep.
So he's working and learning at the same time. Daughter's doing first year GCSEs.
Okay, perfect.
So,
Perfect. Outside of the golf, football, rugby, bit of cricket?
All sport.
All sport.
Yeah. Outside of golf, I played competitive cricket up until about the age of 33, 34. So
just locally?
So I played in the Thames Valley League, Division 1, and I played for... I grew up in Watford, and I played for an old boys team called Old Merchant Taylors over in Croxley Green, Durrance. I played there, and then as I got a bit older... and the sort of like the commitment of it, really.
Yes.
all day Saturday for
especially when you've got the family
and with kids and stuff. So I sort of jacked that in, and I toyed around a bit with golf, and then took the plunge a couple of years ago.
And interestingly, saying cricket, I know a couple of guys here that play cricket and moved into golf, and they have a similar sort of drive to yours. They've got a nice sort of soft draw, which must come from striking the cricket ball.
Nice for you to say that, John.
Yeah. And what do you love about Flackwell, Heath? What was the sort of thing, you've touched why it was good to come
here?
Well,
obviously the people we've touched upon. Yeah. I think the course is just absolutely amazing.
Yes, it is in very, very good condition at the moment.
So obviously living in the area, you get the great views here.
Yes.
From different vantage points. But I think since we got Steve in, the course now is absolutely just top draw.
Yes.
And it's an absolute pleasure to play.
Yeah.
And I feel privileged to be able to play actually here.
Yeah.
So I would say that, and I would go back to saying the people as well. It's a really friendly atmosphere.
Friendly club.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you couldn't want a better recommendation there, from someone who's just joined a club, if some of you were thinking out there. If there was one thing that you'd change, whether it be the course, a hole, a tree you'd like to cut down, a bunker you'd like to fill in?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything on the course particularly, although at times when you go in bunkers, you think, I could do with this bunker being here.
Yes.
But I think probably maybe modernisation of the clubhouse.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe some younger members. You try and encourage some younger blood coming in.
Yeah, this is something I think the club's working towards, and I think that you can see a bit of a younger demographic coming now.
Hopefully,
yeah, because that's obviously the future of the club.
It is, absolutely.
So, yeah.
But the course itself, I mean, it's just in absolute tip-top condition, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's a pleasure
we
to
played
play
today, didn't we?
Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to play out there today, and it's just about to start growing, and that's a bit fearful.
Yes.
Yeah. But we get to the interesting fact about yourself.
Well, I told you I didn't have an interesting fact. But I suppose
I did tell him to make one up, but
this might not be interesting to a lot of people, but anyone who's played any cricket or knows about their cricket. So I went on a school cricket tour when I was about 18, and we went down to Kent, and we turned up to play a side called St Lawrence, and on the St Lawrence team was Sir Colin Cowdrey.
Oh, really?
Chris Cowdrey.
Yes.
And Graham Cowdrey.
Ah.
And so we played a 50-over game against all three Cowdreys all at the same time.
Nice.
And that was an absolute, obviously, honour.
Yeah.
To play with international cricketers.
Yes.
And afterwards, they served us food, and Sir Colin Cowdrey was serving the dinner.
That's absolutely brilliant.
And so I suppose,
that's quite good.
It's a kind of a bucket list thing for someone who's into their cricket.
If you love your cricket and you play, I don't think it takes a bit of topping, I would imagine.
Yeah, it does. It does. So that's probably the most interesting thing I could think about.
That's a treasured memory. You can't want for many more things than that. We like to go at the end with a quick fire five.
Go on then.
Best hole or on the course, or your favourite hole to play?
I would say the best hole on the course for me is probably 15.
Yes.
I think that's a great golf hole.
Proper golf hole, yeah.
It's a challenging hole, because even if you get your drive away, you've got to think about your second really hard.
Yeah.
Three's always is a bit of a nemesis hole for me.
Yeah.
Most people that play with me will tell you that. So I always think 15 and 3.
15 and 3. We've got worst hole, but not the worst hole. Your least favourite hole, or the one
I always struggle on 17.
Yeah, the par 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that drive for me is quite an intimidating drive. I don't know why.
It should suit your shot shape, to be fair.
Do.
Yeah. Nice
everyone's got a hole that they stand on the tee and they just look down and you can't see the fairway, and you can't see anything other than trouble. And for me, that's probably the hole that I haven't mastered yet.
Okay, I think you will though. I think with your game you will master it. All right, are you a lager, ale, wine, or water man?
Lager.
Lager. Do you prefer to play early, or do you prefer to play late?
I would say I'm a late. I like to play late.
Like to play late.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good time. I'm getting that way as well now. The best course you've ever played?
I think probably the best course I've ever played. I've had the pleasure of playing Sunningdale a couple of times.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, very
and
nice.
that's just got an aura about it when you turn up.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the top 5 in the country, isn't it?
And it is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I've played Stoke Park as well on one occasion, but I'd say Sunningdale takes a bit.
Sunningdale takes a bit. Fair play. Well, that's it. So it wasn't too bad. I'm glad you took the trouble to come on, and thank you very much for taking the time. And to everybody, just hit the like, especially subscribe. And if you've got any ideas or questions and things you'd like us to cover, please let us know. And thank you very much for watching.